join me this morning at Abbey Road Allotments, Collegate in the West Midlands, and it's the arm of Mick Poultney, the Compost King. Most of you know, 2 or 3 episodes back, I come down there and Mick kind of gave us a tour of his plot and an excellent demonstration of the method of making compost, the way he does it, unique way. While I was at the Edible Garden Show, I spoke to Mick and I found out that he's also had a big dealings in setting up gardening area for the less abled and also for school children. Although Mick don't advertise this a lot, I thought it's worth looking into and sharing it with you. So let's go meet him. Here's the man in question. Morning, Mick.
All right, Raj. All right, mate.
Thanks for letting us come down the allotment again.
No problems.
You kept this a bit quiet about this thing you'd set up for the disabled and the kids.
You don't ask.
Is there any chance of showing us around and sharing it with all our fellow YouTubers? Right then, okay, let's go.
Originally, the fence you can see at the back here, that used to go straight across. That was our perimeter.
Right.
So behind was just rubble and fields and whatever.
And how long has this been set up?
I started this, it's got about six years ago. I just had a fad. My mate did it up Chesterfield. And I just wanted a challenge. I like a challenge now and then. I ain't got bloody time anymore. But it's basically to do 2 allotments. One for walking and one for a wheelchair.
Okay, let's go and have a closer look, shall we?
Right, I had to get some money obviously first of all, and most of it was lottery funding. I probably got about 3 grand off the council, but I'm strapped anyway. So 29 grand I got all together, and it took me just under 2 years. But it was a lot of hard work. I enjoyed doing it, but I wouldn't do it again because of the red tape.
What's that? What's that behind us, Mick? There.
What's what?
This behind this door.
This is our toilet block and locker room.
Okay.
But first thing I had to get done was get this doorway widened so you can get a wheelchair in.
Right.
This lot was tarmacked. That was another job. So I had to work our way up. Could have bought the sun with you.
And what was on this land there before you actually started the project?
Sod all, like that at the back, just derelict.
Let's just have a quick look over there. The other side of the picket fence, you say, yeah?
Yeah.
And how many beds are on there now?
Originally I just wanted 2 full allotments with tunnels, raised beds, the lot. But the council, they ain't got a bloody clue. So I thought, right, sorry, I'll try it. So I asked for 3 times as much ground, because it basically asked for ground to extend our allotments.
Yeah.
And they show no interest. So I asked for 3 a month. 3 times a bigger ground than what I wanted, and they get it me. So then I knocked another 4 off our waiting list.
Right, okay.
Luckily. So the first one, which is this one, as you can see, for wheelchair, and when they get up here, when they're in the wheelchair, they can reach the middle.
Okay, right.
So that I can do it. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 raised beds outside. Fruit trees, benches. So when they come up, I mean, it tastes bad now. Or better when the sun's out. But they love it when they're up here.
And are all the beds occupied, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just started up again, as you can see.
Right, and I see you've tiered the beds there and as well, up on the back.
Them allotment holders,
yeah.
them lot.
So them just normal plots on the back,
yeah. But as you can see, people are learning about raised beds.
Yes.
So I'm getting them.
And how did you go on about filling the compost, the beds in here?
That was bloody hard. Mushroom compost, I mean, because I got the money, well, I got lottery money, it didn't matter. So most of it was screen soil. Then well rotted off smoke, spent mushroom compost, spent tops. But they took some filling. But because of the length of these, we had to put a stretcher bar in the middle, stop them bowing out.
Right. Are they normal joists, are they? Ceiling joists, are they?
Yeah, but them at the top, which I'll show you in a bit, they're even longer beds, and that was worse than these. But each plot has got a tunnel as well, So
Okay.
if I'm down here and it does start piddling down, they can go in the tunnel. The only thing is you'll have to have a purr through the net because they have padlocked it. But if it does rain, they can just leg it in here.
Okay. It's a
That
nice.
grapevine I put in when I started, that was a corker last year. Bloody great stayed off that. It was ideal. But as you
And
can
again,
see,
it's
I'm doing well.
a nice raised bed. And do they share this central oil bed? Do they, or what?
Yeah. This belongs to Alice House and Alice Home in Alzoin.
Okay.
People learn difficulties. But I was down last week, and it's usually, because it's been up a few years now, you know where the creases are?
Yes, yeah.
That's when they bloody split. And them winds we had, them last, bloody hell, the sun. I try to get the kids to do it at the school when the bloody sun comes out. Them winds we had, it split them. So I had to unscrew the padlock, aspen staple a lot to get into.
Oh, repair it.
To repair it all. But these have got their own water bottle, which is here. In fact, I've got to put the water back on. It's bloody empty now because I'm empty. I've got to put the water back on. So I can either dip the water in canning or the wheel or the bucket. And,
or they've got
use the tap on the bottom.
tap on the bottom.
Or I can run out pipe. So that's these. This one here is a Dudley green team.
What's this?
This is the walking. People we walking, well, they can walk.
Yeah.
But they've got learning difficulties.
Okay. And who looks after this? Then do they left to their own devices, or have they got like a mentor or something?
Nah, what it is I think there's three of them. Three dogs that look after them, and they run the Dudley Green team.
And do they come down here set times or any time they like?
Anytime they can get away with it.
Okay.
Because they work for the Canal Trust up Dudley. Like the old pump house that's there.
Yeah.
They've given them, I think it's the second floor or first floor as their base. But they've got to do work for the canal.
Okay.
So that's picking up litter and crap on the canal.
Another grapevine in there. Have you put these ones in there as well?
Yeah. But when they're down here, they love it. Because they don't do their own thing, switch off from life, and I'm getting a return from it.
Yeah.
Not like bloody litter picking. And get sort all back.
One.
Right, with these lot, I've got them two benches, cherry tree, and down the side there's fruit trees and all. Because the badgers were a pain in the arse, what I've had to do up the top and down the side here, which we can have a nose. I had to dig down 1.5 foot, 2 foot in some places, and put metal sheets in, stop the bully badgers getting in. But it's worked, and also at the back end.
Okay.
But he still gets in somewhere else. They're a bloody pain.
And whose beds are these?
These are the green team.
Okay.
I cleared these out last week. Put all the stuff out. They put a bit of muck on. As you see, that's gone in. But should have a bit more muck soon.
So how many people actually did the construction of the beds, building them?
Originally when we started it was me and 2 blokes.
And you were just doing them like over a weekend or something?
And then one of them had a hip operation, the other one had his knee done, so that was knacking that up. So basically me and my odd mate, Susie helped us out, Jason, our kid Pete, Ben, Colin. There's a few on site, give us a couple of hours and that, but majority of it was me and my Todd. So
from actually starting this, to clearing all to actually getting somebody planting something, what was the time scale on that?
2.5 a year.
Oh, really? Yeah. And there's still some spare boards over there, well?
Yeah. He's just come out of hospital again. He was keen as mustard. Then it's the same as anything, ain't life. I'm going along nice and steady. Then our mate upstairs will smack you on the head. This is reality. You get bloody used to it. Which it bloody is. I had 2 bits of shit Saturday. But it's life. Rhubarb, I get him a dollop of rhubarb. I keep putting muck on there. Compost. I bung them in the back. Stop the intruders, which is work. That's going to stop anybody
what's that?
doing it. Just brambles,
right.
roses. Anything's got sparks on thorns.
Another water tap there.
Yeah. Each plot has got a dip tank again. Well, there's 3 across there. No, I'll turn the weight on again later. See them ferry them away somewhere else. But wood chip this lot and all. Keeps the weeds down. Less work for them. Less bloody hassle. Once they've got some money, then they can put another bed in or whatever they want. They've got a bench which is in there that comes out on here. Obviously it went in for the winter.
As you can gather from the noise, we know at the local school where Mick's going to kindly take us round and show us the stuff he was set up for the school children.
All it had before I started was this shed here, and then that metal container, the green, and we'll see that in a minute on the way down. Then I got a grant and got this lot done. Because we've got no taps down here, we've got to catch all the water we can get off the roofs. So I just, instead of felting it, I just put a black and white horticultural plastic on the roof. This is a bug's den.
That's nice, yeah.
For the little horrorvilles. It's showing a bit of wear and tear now. Look after them. This was a Josterberry. Pain in the arse. Still waiting for the fruit. 53 years later. Rhubarb. That's always a good brew. And I do it with all the kids anyway when I get down here. Bring a bag of sugar and a stick of rhubarb each. And there's never one kid that's ever had it off the ground. Well, we've lost 2 generations of gardeners. So the grandparents were all gardeners,
yeah.
And the parents, they ain't got a bloody clue. That's why we need gardening back on the...
I can remember having rhubarb and having the sugar in a bread paper.
Oh, yeah. So you've got another water butt at the back there. That's the only reason that shed's there. That was the original shed. That was vandalised.
Right.
This is the one we bought with funding. This was donated by our gardening club moons ago. We're now Collegiate Gardening Club. But the winds bloody played havoc with it because it's flimsy.
Yeah.
So we've just let that go now. There's only 3 of us, we call club, look after the lot.
And what's these fruit trees you got?
Bloody all sorts in here.
Cherry tree.
Plum, cherries, the gooseberries, blackcurrants, raspberries round the back, runner beans, blackberry, blackcurrants, 2 compost bins. There's a wormer in here, another way to butt for the way to catch them.
So here we are now inside the polytunnel. It's one central raised bed, and I can see the kids have been busy. There's quite a few flower pots on. So what have you got them doing, Mick?
Kids Gardening Club, Caslon Primary School, Tuesday afternoon, after school hours. Gardening should be on the school curriculum for September last year. Gardening and cooking.
Okay.
It's cooking started, and well, half of it started, health and safety, the normal crap. But gardening ain't started anywhere, unless you got schools with money or schools with people like myself who volunteer to do it. But I'm still fighting the local council, Dudley, and the government.
Do you get an allowance per year for?
Sort of.
Nothing at all?
Or we get off the... It's got to be after school hours, it's not on the national curriculum, and we get a £1 off each kid. But luckily I run the trading sheds, so they get cheap rate anyway.
Right. So it's got a nice grapevine in. Did you put this in when you put the tunnel up?
Yeah. I've been running this now about 12 here. Myself and Anna run it. Take about 10 kids. Any more kids and then I'd end up bloody burying them. Little horrors.
And what we got, there's 2 pots here. What they're doing in here?
There's I can hear Anna. Bog on, leg on. That's who helps us. The waiter board was renewing the pipe work in the streets. As you do, I go and ask them for offcuts. This is what they threw out, which are them lengths here.
Okay.
That's what goes in the hole.
Yeah.
It's not for the old stopcocks where you put the key.
Okay, yeah.
That's a tube going down. Ideal for growing parsnips.
Yeah, right.
So we tried this 2 years ago. Got the kids growing the snips in here. 3 per pipe, and it worked because at the Morven Lake Show,
Yep.
I've started 2 years ago. Well, I'll be still bloody going. For the kids, I got a kids trug competition for primary schools,
Okay, right.
and they can enter anything they grow on the school grounds, i.e. veg, any veg, flower or fruit. And they won last year with a trug of veg.
And what they got growing in this central bed now in the pots?
There's carrots in these. Carrots. It's hard to read the labels, I'll get them to write their own labels.
Yeah.
Sets them in a couple of starting out. But if they start in our little one, I've done a video last night on our kids doing this. I start these off exactly the same at home.
Yeah.
Meaning 15 tray inserts, you can move them around the greenhouse. Piece of piddle. Obviously solid trays if you've got them. But if I'm in here, once they've shooted and ready to go out, there's less root disturbance when you get them out. If that was in a tray insert, you've got to thought about getting him out of that. You're going to split the tray insert. And if he goes soft or don't shoot, then you don't plant him out, meaning you ain't missed a gap. Shallots are bunged in and all. Spuds, they got their own spud each in here. They should have put labels in, but they don't. We've got a gardening up again tomorrow, so they do that tomorrow.
And how long are they here for?
What's that?
Every night for the gardening club?
Hour and 10 minutes.
Hour and 10 minutes, right.
It takes somebody 10 minutes to get down here. Like when we've rounded them up. They've got all the clobber. But this tunnel, I've probably 14, 15 years I've been doing it now. So we've done well in the sense, if you'll come up here at Nigel and just show the vandalism we've had at the back. The cover's done well. I'm trying to get a camera up, but everything boils down to money. And also they grow produce in the pots down the side and all.
Okay. Do they do any like runner beans or anything like that?
Yeah, everything outside. We're going to have a perv out there when they've legged it. Mark, the caretaker, he's a good lad, he looks after us. And he did us for... if the sun's out, we work outside, I get him working out here.
Yeah.
Fresh air and whatever. And the tables we had bloody collapsed. And he threw these out. And he let me have them, which is ideal for the kids. Neat mould, I just made that for the kids. Because we usually top dress the big raised bed in there. And as you can see, mole hills are bloody everywhere. And the good thing about this, because there's loads of green ground on the school grounds, because the kids and that bloody hyper when they start off, I get them collecting molehills. When they come back, they're knackered. I can cope with them then. Saves you burying them.
Do you have the molehills for your plot?
Good soil, best soil you can get, best top soil.
So these are the raised beds,
Yeah, because we've just been down Abbey Road allotments. He's only down there.
Just over the back
just
there.
Over the back there. And I used to, because all my raised beds, 26 foot long, 4 foot wide. Each class from here had a raised bed, about 3 classes. Kids used to go down and grow what they wanted to grow, not what we told them. It's no good growing something they don't eat.
Yeah.
So they grow what and they looked after it then. Then Health and Safety PC Brigade stopped them coming down. They got to wear bloody IVs, helmets, goggles, bloody flippers. Jesus. So I asked the head who was here then, and he wasn't going to turn me down. Because the school's got loads of ground. I said, can I do a full allotment on the school ground? And yep. So I got $5 off the... You can have up to $5 from your local area accounts. This was ours in area committee, that's it all. Because each borough gives so much each year. It's like for different projects. And if the money don't go, it's bloody wasted. So I put in for the $5 the lot.
And did you get it?
Yeah, they give me the tunnel, all raised beds, exactly the same as the disadvantaged kids down there. Shed, greenhouse, fruit trees, the bloody lot. So in here they've got lots from last year, then we've got to come up. Garlic, that went in. That's a clean blend. So when them onions sets in there and ready to go out, they can go in there and listen. The netting, which is on the sprouts, obviously kids have pulled it off, so, or somebody's pulled off. So the pigeons have bloody feathered them, because we got SAS pigeons around here. I can get in anywhere. But it's nice. I can switch off down here. It's the only after school club that's got a waiting list, well, a big waiting list.
Oh, that's nice.
They all want to get on. Last time Nigel was here, I think there's only this bed I'd extended.
Yeah.
Extended in the sense that was another board up, scaffolding board. This one weren't done, obviously done now. But then filling the beds up is spent mushroom compost, spent tops, topsoil, which I nicked from just inside our gates. What else we did? Spent tops, that went in and all. But leaf mould, bit of compost I got left, and that was bunged in here. 8-ounce onions, which I'm growing, which are tough ball. Them are another good overwintering onion from seed. Obviously, because I'm called tough ball, you don't need heat. So exactly the same again, cold end of the greenhouse. And they're in drinking cups, and they'll go out in drinking cups. So I'll have one of these raised beds full of them, 8-ounce onions. These are for exhibition as well. If they're no good for to eat, exhibit, then I'm going to eat them. Red ray onion sets, I had them come 2 days ago in the post from Sutton's. These come out about 4 years ago, and anything new that comes out I trial it, and it's the best red onion set I've ever done. It's good for taste, i.e. for cooking. It's good for storing. I've got 5 nets left hanging up in the garage now, and they're all red ray onion sets. They're 1 spurted and they're 1 gone soft. All the other onions are just starting to go now, either spurting or you've got to use them up. So all the red ray onion sets are going in here. If you have a quick nose under here, if these need exactly the same as my beds up the garden, if they need a watering, there's a little worm getting back in there, boy. If they need a watering, which they are drying out a bit here, I need a bit of water in there. Getting a good soaking. Worms in there, that tells me it's alright. But this will be a good brew. By the time it's ready to go out, planting out, my babbies in there. Come on, chaps. So I've got to keep it moist.
And when will you be actually uncovering this and planting out, do you think?
Probably another month.
Yeah.
Or if the weather does get better and pick up, and we know we've lost the last frost or whatever, or I need the room in the greenhouse. Whatever size greenhouse I got, it's never bloody big enough. So it's all according on the weather. Have a perm of this one. You'll see the spent tops there because I ain't mixed it or nothing. Nature will do my mixing. But good brew. By the time that comes out and all, he can sod off, foreign body, whatever he was. That needs a good waiting as well. I did all my beds yesterday up the back of the garden, watered, because I was drying out a bit and I want the beds to work and not just tick over. I want the bacteria, fungi and the worms to be looked after. If it dries out, the worms are going to clear off, which is what I don't want them working, taking all that lot below. So when you have cleared off, I'm going to wait till this last after the kids at the school and all. Anything I dig up that looks a bit odd, unusual, like that, you can see the hole in the middle, that's from a clay pipe years ago. Because there used to be nail factories and chain makers all around here.
Yeah. And
all the old ones and the women used to have a clay pipe. And I've got quite a few of the bowls up the school and all.
Oh.
But
another art and skill from the Black Country.
it isn't all. Right, my exhibition slots that went out up the top of the garden. These are my spares, plus my pickling shallots and all. These went in about 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks ago.
Any particular variety on there?
Yeah, 80 Night, which I have French, it's English. It's only the name, the French. These were started off in a cold greenhouse over winter. Starting off in there, obviously them up about here before they get thrown out, but exactly the same as my onion sets. If they're nice and strong, then they'll get planted out. If they look weak, then I shall bung them.
Okay.
But these come out, as you see, 1 row, 2 rows. Give them a bit of a spacing, then you've got air movement when they get bigger.
As you can see, Mick has certainly got a sense of humour with his bird box names.